Hey yo, what's up everyone? It is your boy Shazman21 and welcome to another video by your boy Shazman21. And so for today's video actually is going to be more about the stuff that's going on Twitter. There's a lot that goes on Twitter anyways, just like every single time there's like always something new on there where it's usually about like politics and sometimes it goes into like a lot of like crazy nonsense all the time. I don't really go on there mostly just to like see some the other good stuff, but otherwise that's not what we're going to be talking about today. Is in fact this has been actually been like a topic since it's been like I don't know. I remember like hearing about this topic since like last year about um the versus battle is usually, how it is, where it's like, okay, which fictional character could beat who and who, and at the end of the day, like, let's just like keep it a buck here. All of this is fictional. Like, regardless of the stats or whatnot, we gotta keep in mind that these are fictional characters, and sometimes the writers can like change up how they want to change it up, and sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it really doesn't even make sense. Like Superman apparently beating the Flash more of a millisecond, despite the fact that the Flash is supposed to be the most fastest man on the planet. But whatever. Um, it's still fictional, and heck, even with the whole I'm going off a tangent, but like with the whole what you call it, those guy characters where they pretty much are bound to nothing. Like even gravity seems to like be just gone from the whole ordeal. But anyways, um, yeah, for today's video, it's gonna be about Ben 10 versus Goku. Now, this has been a kind of a highly debated topic because some people have said like, "Oh, Ben 10 is gonna easily beat Goku," or "Goku is gonna easily beat Ben 10." But I feel like the match might be a little interesting. I want to say it wouldn't be close because it depends on how we go about it, because they always like use the whole like fight between him and Goku, more specifically one of his aliens being like, well, Alien X being like the most powerful of the characters of them all, where it's like it's shown that even in Alien Force, because this is where the character is actually introduced, is Ben 10 Alien Force, where it is introduced to be like one of the most strongest beings in the universe, where it's like there's like two beings, I forgot their names, but it's like they always like continue to argue about like, I guess, existence, where one has like a passion for it, the other one is a little bit pessimistic, whatever. But besides that, it's just like it's said that Alien X has, the power of mind control, power of telekinesis, power of universal manipulation, and all types of really interesting stuff that a lot of other universal beings like the Eternals, the Beyonders, and even like stuff in the DC, where I think it's, what is this character's name? It's the one with the hat, and it's just like, I don't know. It's oh god. Yeah, I don't really remember the character's name, unfortunately, but or as a matter of fact, not only just him, Doctor Manhattan, since he's technically canon in the DC verse. So yeah, screw it. Doctor Manhattan, or I guess Batman Who Laughs, or the Darkest Batman that he's now known as, or I don't know. The continuity of the comic books can be a little like crazy, especially, oh, do not get me started on what's going on with Spider-Man. Like, ooh, I got a lot of things to say about that, but I'm gonna save that for another video of my personal feelings as to why the comic book Spider-Mans have been like really crappy. But anyways, let's get back on track here with Alien X. So yes, he has the power of telekinesis, power to manipulate the world. Well, not manipulate the world, my bad. The power to manipulate the universe and however he sees fit, and all types of really fun stuff. It's a pretty cool feat. I like that, but I have a hard time believing that because, like, Goku. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, could he be Goku type of stuff? Like, no, not none of that. But it's just more of like, I'm kind of basing it off like just also with Goku's feats, because like his feats, if you like look into like the story of the Dragon Ball series, is like insane. Of course, Goku as a kid, he was like already busted, like already like carrying like what a car and was taking bullets from like when Bulma shot the boy. Yeah, legitimately Bulma shot Goku and he was fine. And afterwards they just did a lot of like other crazy feats and stuff. Especially now with the universal, not universal power, tournament power. That's what I was gonna say. The tournament power, where even it gets a lot more convoluted. Heck, with Jiren, for example. So you know how like the fact that Alien X can like manipulate time and space, whatnot, casually, whatnot. Um, in this scenario, I'll have to say it'll just be that Jiren, when he was fighting against Hit, which was pretty much the equivalent of like going like past time, like like pretty much like get you down or whatnot. Um, from the sources, or not from the sources, but from the show itself, they have stated that Jiren has like surpassed time space conundrum when like Hit was able to like place the time conundrum. Hold on, guys. All right, now we're back. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the tournament power, where Jiren was said to have a power to transcend time itself, especially when it came to um breaking the space and time when like Hit put him in this like I guess cardiostasis, where it's just like he's placed, basically he's frozen in time. But while Jiren was frozen in time for about like a minute or whatnot, he somehow broke out of it, and then all of a sudden defeated Hit. Now that also spanned some like memes where it's like, oh yeah, the Hit that was like defeated was a clone of Hit. The real Hit is somewhere else, where it's like whatever. I'll talk about that another time. It's a funny meme to talk about, but it's just from the tournament power, especially with Dragon Ball Super and stuff. It's a little different because like their stats are like a lot higher than like Ben 10's stacks. Hell, even if you were to like bring in like Ben 10's or Ben 1000, which is basically his future counterparts in each series, like I don't know, like from the original series, he has the 1000 from the original series, the Ultimate Aliens, which is also thing, and also I'm Omniverse, or Omniverse, where it's, I don't know. You could even pick anything like that, and unfortunately, in this case, like even though I would say Ben 1000 would have a higher chance of someone winning, it's still kind of hard considering that again, the Dragon Ball series is a little bit, powerful on a lot of ways. I wouldn't say like Ben 1000 is not going to absolutely do his best to, like really give like Goku a challenge like that he's gonna definitely give, but it's like it's tough to say because like even with like Ben 10 when he's like a teenager or whatnot with like Alien X or whatnot, it's still kind of hard because like Alien X is powerful, but I don't think it would scale all that much with the Dragon Ball fights, because like especially, or not the Dragon Ball fights, the Dragon Ball lore, especially with Dragon Ball Super. Again, these characters are fighting in different ways. Heck, apparently Jiren is like so strong that he pretty much surpasses the gods of destructions, which in canonically they the gods of destructions are very very powerful to the point where they could just like casually wipe out planets or even solar systems just with a snap of their finger. And apparently with Goku, with the Master Ultra Instinct or whatnot, it's more on the lines of the angels, especially in the Dragon Balls Super, where they have said to also be very, capable of manipulating time and space very, very casually with the staff, and it'll just be fine. And I guess it's the same with Alien X, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like in this case, it would be on par, but since, like, Goku's Master Ultra Instinct is said to be more on par with the Angels. I would have to say it's gonna be hard to say whether or not like Alien X is gonna do that. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you disagree that Alien X would actually put up more of a fight than we anticipate. But from what I remembered from growing up watching Ben 10, because I was definitely big Ben 10 fan or whatnot, it was just especially the theme song. Come on now, the original theme song from back in the day. That just has a special place in my heart. But anyways, nostalgia aside, it's just with Alien X, it's just from what I can remember from the show, he's a powerful being. He definitely is, and you know, I vividly remember that there was like this character that was trying to stop him or try to pummel him down or whatnot, and it just seems to have no effect, obviously. But otherwise, yeah, it's just kind of crazy to think about. But otherwise, yeah, my thoughts and my opinions on this is just that Goku does beat Alien X in some ways, especially again, Alien X only has some types of powers, but if it's not like being utilized to its fullest extent, especially if the user himself isn't like experienced, then it's going to be a little difficult to say. So just by experience, um, I'll have to say just from fighting in general, I'd have to say that Goku kind of wins in a lot of ways because again, is that just only the transformations that matter, even though nowadays it kind of does, but it's just more of just Goku has different types of techniques and just different types of ways to defeat his opponents in very creative ways. Heck, even back in the Dragon Ball series where Goku was 18 years old and he was faced against Piccolo Jr., or now we know as Piccolo, he did it like a creative way to defeat the guy by giving him a special headbutt to the sternum, I think, while using, I think, the Kamehameha. It's like trying to remember how it goes. He does a Kamehameha to propel him to hit Piccolo right square dead in the chest or in the stomach, and it was pretty interesting. He still has that, but I don't know if we're gonna see Goku pull that off with Alien X necessarily. That'd be kind of funny, but otherwise, there's just ways that you could go about it, especially if, let's say, if Goku were to go either either Ultra Instinct Omen or Mastered Ultra Instinct, because Ultra Instinct Omen is more of a defense, where it's just he's doing that, but I don't know, because same with, I think Alien X is also kind of a defense type of character, technically speaking. I don't know. I could be wrong about this, but it's I feel like Alien X is a bit more on a defense most of the time. Pretty good defense at times, but I don't know. It's just hard to say. But still, I had to say Goku would pretty much beat Ben 10. Even with again, with any characters, say in the original series, say if Ben 10 were to transform to the most famous ones, Heat Blast, Diamond Head, Forearm, Cannon Bolt, Way Big, Eye Guy, Dito, or anything like that, or Splitter. It's from the original series alone. These are very powerful characters. Hell, even if you get arguably the fastest character in there, which is XLR8, or Accelerate. I think that's how you say it. But otherwise, yeah, anything else like that, it's yeah. Or even an Alien Force, Chrome Stone, Jittery, Homungosaur, Echo, Brainstorm, Ra, Goop, Alien X himself. It's these are again, formidable aliens, formidable strong characters. But again, Dragon Ball Z is a different story. All right, let's even go even further. In Omniverse, even though I've never really watched it because I just kind of fall off track since Ultimate Alien. But I don't know. I guess from the strongest, from what I can somewhat remembered. I think Blocks was pretty strong. Grav Attack, and man, I guess I'll have to watch a little bit of Omniverse, but we'll see. But otherwise, even with that, it's just like, again, we gotta like keep in mind that the Dragon Ball Z characters are also very powerful. Even their weakest characters could be unfortunately able to beat even the aliens themselves. Even my personal favorite, Heat Blast. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Krillin most likely would probably beat Heat Blast in like a good minute. So I don't know, man. Like this is like really tough because like again, this is like two of my favorite series I love watching, and you know, as much as I would like to see, um, Ben 10, even especially Ben 1000, have like any sort of chance to like beat Goku or whatnot, especially in a fair fight, especially if like it's Ben 1000. It's hard to say because like Goku just again overall has a bit more experience than Ben Tennyson himself. Like I'm sorry, but he does. Like he really does. And then, again, it's not to say that he solos. It's like no, I'm not saying that. It's just more like understanding both stories and both universes. And like I also said, again, this is just a fictional verse, between two fictional characters or whatever. But otherwise, it's just, again, I believe that Goku still has like a bit of an upper edge on when it comes to beating Ben 10. So that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. But again, if you guys want to have a bit more of like arguments as to say like, oh yeah, Ben 10 can beat him, let me know in the comments, because I believe even with like Alien X, I think there's still a little bit more, so I might look a little bit more into that. But for now, I just want to like give these questions actually to you guys. Do you guys believe that Ben 10 can actually beat Goku? And if so, give your reasoning and evidence, and then I might probably make another update to the video. Maybe that might change my mind. Maybe not. I don't know. But just from my understanding from, Ben 10 and also Dragon Ball Z and the Dragon Ball series itself, Goku, in a lot of cases, especially with the Ben 10 characters or whatnot, and especially Ben 10 himself, he will beat Ben 10 sometimes 9.8, 9.9 at a times, if you're discounting like accepting with a few exceptions of maybe Alien X and also Blocks or whatnot, then sure. Other characters is going to be a little bit hard to say, but otherwise, just from basing off of things, I'm gonna have to say Goku overall will beat and defeat Ben 10. So that's just how it is. But again, if you guys have like a bit of like a counter argument to say like hey, Ben 10 might beat him, then let me know in the comments. So yeah, for now I'm just gonna say for you guys here that is it Goku that's gonna be is it gonna be Ben 10 or Goku winning the fight between each other? And I know what mine's is. I would say it's Goku, but maybe yours is Ben 10. So let's just see if we can have like a effective discussion in the comments down below. And yeah, that's in it. Man, it's really been a minute since I've been on recording a video and stuff, but we'll just keep it going. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this nice little debate about Ben 10 versus Goku. And like I said, my personal opinion is probably going to be Goku beating Ben 10, but it could be anything else. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on another video about talking some interesting things, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Boom!